In this video, I'm going to talk about naked point of controls, and I'm going to show you how to get them on your chart, what they are, like what does a naked point of control actually mean, and eventually I'm going to show you some external softwares that you might want to use to get a more detailed level of the naked point of control on your chart. Now, as you can see, this is from the past 24 hours, and price moved to the downside, hit this daily naked point of control, a npoc for me is a daily naked point of control, and then it moved to the upside to the weekly naked point of control. Now, a daily naked point of control basically means that in a certain time period, which was a daily time period, most of the volume of that particular day was traded at this level, 23,025. The same with a weekly naked point of control, which basically means that most of the volume traded in a certain week has been traded at this level, which in this case was 23,925. So these are volume levels. Price moved down, moved up, and as you can see, very well respected. Now, I do recommend, no financial advice, but a recommendation that if you trade these levels, always try to find other confluences in the same area before eventually trading to the upside in this case or the downside in this case. Now, let's show you how to actually pull a volume profile range on your chart and get those point of controls on your chart as well. So a point of control, as mentioned, has to do with volume, and that's why we have the fixed range volume profile tool on our chart. Now, this is my favorite bar, but you can find it at basically the button above the heart here, above all these figures. You go to the one right above, and then it's at the bottom of fixed range volume profile. That's the one you want. Now, in this case, we have a very nice range, as usually you're using this tool in ranges. So we have a nice range on the daily time frame, and what I do is I click on the right side of the price action and it immediately corrects to the day today, and then I move it all the way to the left side where the range basically started. So the first bullish candle over here, the first gray candle of this range, I click there once more, and as you can see now we have a kind of like a mountain type of structure on the chart. So as you can see, we have all these peaks. Now, what these peaks represent is the volume that has been traded at certain levels in this whole range. So in the range of the past couple of weeks on the daily time frame, the volume that has been traded is now visible over here, and then the area where most of the volume has been traded in this time period is the red line, which is called the point of control. So the point of control of this range is currently at about 16.8K. Now, the blue line is the value area high, and the low one at the bottom is the value area low, which basically means that 70% of the volume traded in this range, I should actually do this, the 70% of the volume traded in this range was in between 21.1K, the upper blue line, and 16K, the lower blue line. You can adjust these settings. Let's go to the settings by checking out. So I double click on the volume profile and then I go to inputs. As you can see here, value area volume is currently set on 70, which basically means, as I just mentioned, that 70% of the volume is now in between these blue lines. But if I change this to, for example, 50%, then you can see the blue line move downwards, because now 50% of the volume has been traded in this area, but I want to see the 70%. So another one that you can use, another setting that is interesting, is the row size. Now, the row size basically shows you the amount of detail that you have in the volume of this range. So now currently I have a couple of defaults here. So currently it's set on 300. If I go to 1,000, you will see that, one second, it needs to load. Yeah, it becomes much more detailed. But if I then go to 148, you will see less rows. It's clearer to see the individual rows. Let's actually zoom in a little bit. So now you can see each row over here of volume, each bar of volume. But if I go to 1,000, you can see that the bars become significantly smaller, like thinner, which means you have more accuracy. And in certain situations, you would like to use that, but in this case it's not necessary, so I put it on 300. Now currently we have a range in front of us, and one could say, okay, the range point of control is currently over here. So nice, that's a naked point of control, or you can just call it a point of control. It's currently naked. Why? Because price has moved out of this area, and the moment it comes back, this becomes an interesting level. So yeah, it's basically just a point of control, not necessarily the naked, but it will be an interesting level. What I'm now going to show you is how to get the daily, weekly, or even monthly naked point of controls. Because if I open my folder of high time frame naked point of controls, then you can see the yellow lines over here. The yellow one, weekly point of control. The purple one is a monthly naked point of control. The red ones are yearly naked point of controls. And blue ones, if I have them anywhere, then under my chart, are daily naked point. Oh wait, they're not there because they're in my other folder. These are daily naked point of controls. So let's try and get some daily naked point of controls on our chart. In that case, what you can do is go to the lower time frame, and I would recommend going to the 1 hour time frame. Then move the chart to wherever you want, and just select with the volume profile the beginning of the day till the end of the day. So my day here in Central East European time starts at 1 a.m. in the morning. So not at 12. The day it starts on the chart, the day, like the moment you go from the one day in the other day, let me actually show this, is at 1 a.m. and not at 12. So if I have to go to the, let's go to the 12, can I then see it? Yeah. So over here you can see, if I go to the 12-hour time frame, you can see at the bottom right now, over here at the bottom where you see the date and the time as well, that it switches from 1 a.m., 1 p.m., 1 a.m., 1 p.m. And my day starts at 1 a.m. So you have to figure out for yourself, when does your day start? Then you go to the 1 hour time frame. And then what you can do is go, in my case, to 1 a.m. in the morning and then click. Then we move the volume profile to the next day at 1 and we click again. And now we have the volume profile of basically this particular day. And this particular day happened to be the 17th of February 2023. So in this case, we have a nice volume profile of this area. And as you can see, if I make it a little bit bigger, you can see we had a little bit of a volume bump. Most of the volume has been traded this day at 23,700, but you can see the volume of this day was mainly in this area. And when price came down later on the 20th of February, you can see it basically hit the volume, the beginning of this higher volume area. It hit it over here with a violent reaction back to the upside. Very nice, right? So in this case, it would have been quite a nice area to trade. Let me put it actually on 300, get a little bit more detail in there. So because this day was finished at this moment, the naked point of control, or the point of control of this day, now becomes a naked point of control. So once the day is finished, then the point of control of that day becomes a naked point of control till the moment that price is gonna hit this point of control, and that is the moment that you can eventually remove it from your chart, because it has been hit, and the moment it's hit, it's not relevant anymore. So we can remove it then from the chart. Let me also show you a weekly example. So that's how you find, for example, a daily point of control. Now let's go to a weekly example. Let's check this out. So now I'm on the 4 hour time frame. I'm going to do the same, select a fixed range volume profile. I'm going to go to the beginning of the week, which in my case is going to be Monday at 1 a.m. Again, here at the bottom, you can see 1 a.m. I click over here, I move it to the right till basically Sunday, or well, actually the next Monday 1, or you can choose also Sunday. Let's go for one time frame earlier, because now if I do 1 a.m. of the Monday, I get the price action of actually 4 hours of the next week. So let's go here. And as you can see, now we have the volume profile of the week of 23rd of January till the 29th of January. I do like to say quickly that you have to undo this button over here, because if you do extend right, yeah, this happens in this case. So it will take all the price action on the right side of the beginning of the volume profile. That's not what we want. We want to have a particular area in the chart, and we want to see the volume in this area. So the red line is the point of control. Now this week ended when price was up here, which means that the moment that the week ended, this point of control of this week, of that week I should say, now becomes a naked point of control. And in that case, let me just make it pink in this scenario. So now it is a naked point of control. And what happened is that price moved to the downside, and as you can see, it hit here with the wick. It hit the naked point of control of this week, and it had a small reaction. Now the reaction from the naked point of control upwards was, let's go to the upside, was 1.30%. Now for the scalpers here, or maybe even a day trade, that's quite a nice amount of percentage. So very interesting. I think it's more like a scalp trade. So in this case, this weekly naked point of control was a nice one. So the moment that price is hitting the point of control, it immediately becomes kind of like invalidated, right? And then remove it from the chart because it has been hit. This is how you can find daily, weekly, and also even monthly naked point of controls. The monthly ones you can find by going to the daily time frame. At least that's what I recommend. And then you just select the whole month. So let's check out the point of control of the past month of January, right? So from Sunday the 1st of Jan till the 31st of January. And in this case, the point of control is all the way all the way down here at 16.8k. So now this is a monthly naked point of control. As you can see, price is far above the naked point of control, but in this case, it will be on my chart. We haven't yet hit this naked point of control of this past month of January. So in this case, the naked point of control is over here. However, if we look at the point of control of February, we've already hit it. So therefore, there's no naked point of control anymore. So if we go to Feb and we go to the 1st of Feb over here and we move it to the right side to the 28th of February, you can see that the point of control of this month was at the level of 23,105. However, the first day of the new month here in March, we already wicked into that level. We already hit it. So it was a naked point of control for maybe like the first few hours of today, but then we wicked into that monthly naked point of control and moved to the upside. I mean, in the end, it was quite a nice trade of currently 2.5 and maximum of almost 4%. So yeah, nice. So this is how you can find naked point of controls or range point of controls by using the volume profile tool. Now I want to show you two softwares that can help you to find a more accurate naked point of control. Now the volume profile is a quite accurate tool, right? As long as you use it correctly, as I've shown, it is very relevant. However, there are softwares that are even more precise. And the one that I use, which is completely free, guys, it's completely free, is ATAS. You write it as ATAS. And what you can see here is a template that I use where each gray line is a daily, because I'm on the daily chart here. You can't actually see the top of my screen. Let me do it like this, and then stretch it so you can actually see what I'm doing over here. So over here you can see I'm on the daily chart. So each bar that you see is a daily candle, and each gray line is a point of control of that day. Now the ones that are stretched all the way to the right side are naked ones, except for the one of the previous day over here, because as you can see, this gray line over here at 23,500, the green candle already moved into this price action. However, you still see that line, so we gotta forget about that one. It also shows the current point of control of today, which currently sits at 23,775. But of course, more interesting are the naked point of controls, and those are all the green lines that you see over here at the moment. The further I zoom out, the more I get. So the naked point of control at on the daily, a daily naked point of control is at 21,750, but also one on the upside is 24,725. So sometimes when I'm doing my Bitcoin update videos, you will see these point of controls on my chart, as I use ATAS to get to my point of controls because it's a little bit more accurate, and that's why I do it. Also, it's a little bit less work because ATAS will calculate the point of control volume for you, so I don't have to use any volume profile system. What it also can do is show daily, weekly, and monthly levels, and then I mean the point of control. So the yellow line that you see, the yellow lines that you see, are the weekly point of controls. So over here you can see that there's an untouched weekly point of control. So this is a naked point of control on the weekly time frame at 21,150. The current yellow one that you see over here is the one of this week, so it's not naked, it's not relevant. The one of last week over here has already been touched because, as shown on the chart, we already hit that weekly naked point of control right here at 23925. Right there, we already hit it. So ATAS is showing me that it already hit this point of control. The purple one of last month, which started over here, has already been hit as well because today went through the purple line. And the one of the monthly point of control of this month, which is irrelevant because it's the first of the month, but that is the line over here, the purple line. So yeah, this is very relevant. This is the higher time frame point of controls, the weeklies and the monthlies, and then I use another template for the daily. So this is the first software that you can use, which is completely free, ATAS, which actually here, ATAS. That's the first one. The second one is Exocharts, and Exocharts is a paid service. However, in my opinion, especially when you only look to get like point of controls, it's definitely not better. It's just the same. So I would recommend ATAS over Exocharts if you want to use it for naked point of controls, for example. So in this case, Exocharts is another software where you can you have many different templates that you can put in Exocharts, also with naked point of controls and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I mean, my recommendation would be to use ATAS. So yeah, this is how you can use naked point of controls. This is how you can get naked point of controls on your chart, or even range point of control. So you can also select the range that we've been in for the past couple of days. And as you can see, actually quite nicely, almost by accident, we almost hit the point of control of this range over here and move to the upside to the value area high at the moment. Now, trading ranges and using the volume profile in a range setting is again a completely different video, because then this one is really going to be too long in my opinion. But this is how you get point of controls, naked ones, on your chart. So here, some daily ones that I have, in case you want to put them on your chart. You can stop the video right here and you can put these on your chart. Let me do it like this. There you go. And some high time frame point of controls, and I have to remove the current weekly and current monthly because those are irrelevant. The orange ones you see are time naked point of controls, which are irrelevant for this video, so you don't have to note these ones down. But over here you have a couple that I can show you just like in one screen when I zoom out a little bit. The red ones are yearlies, the purple numbers are monthlies, and the yellow ones are weekly naked point of controls. That being said, thanks for watching this educational video. I hope you're going to use point of controls in your trading and experiment with it and try it out, and of course use it with your other technical analysis in case you want to trade naked point of controls or range point of controls. If you found this video helpful and you had value, by any means, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you at my next video at 7 p.m. tonight for another Bitcoin update. Wish you the best. Bye bye.